Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I just want to be doing a full tutorial of Amazon FBA, my journey through it, how I found a product, etc. So without further ado, like and subscribe. This will only take 10 minutes of your time. I know you've probably been scrolling through YouTube trying to find how to do Amazon FBA and such, so let's get right into it right now. So currently, months to date, I am at $6,300 in sales. I thought I would show this to show that I'm an actual Amazon seller, not just one of those gurus trying to sell you a course that don't even know you. But I wanted to really just show you guys this just to show that I'm an Amazon seller. I know I've been in it for about 5 years now. Only have $200 in sales today, but it's 8 or 11 a.m. right now. So hopefully we'll get to about $500 in sales and probably about $120, $130 in profit after ads and everything. But you get it. But just thought I would show you I'm an Amazon seller. I've been doing this for 5 years now. This is Helium 10. I use Helium 10 every single time I product research. I don't suggest you sign up and get an Amazon Seller Central, do all that stuff until you actually find a product and a legit product that you want to start a brand for. Because having an Amazon Seller Central is about $39.99, I believe, a month. So I feel like you should find and have a great idea of what you want to do before you even create a Seller Central. Because one, it's really easy to get into Seller Central. I can probably do it within a day. And get accepted and all that stuff. So thought we would get to the part where we're really just searching for a product. So if we talk about Amazon FBA, 60% of the Amazon listings you see are third-party sellers. Essentially, those are sellers that find a product just like what we're doing right now on Helium 10 and list it on Amazon, right? They're all third-party sellers, about 60% of them, like I said. And if we look at kind of the revenue growth every single year, it's about 20-ish%. We're almost getting toward $1 trillion in third-party sales a year, but that's probably a few years down the line. We're probably around 500, 600 billion right now per year. But overall, there's so much opportunity on Amazon right now. Like, you can't tell me there isn't. There is billions and billions of dollars being sold every single day. So our goal today is to give you the criteria you need to find an Amazon FBA product. So when I'm looking for a product, I'm looking for one, a customer who's willing to spend more. I don't want to go for the cheapest option in a market, or I don't want to find a market where the customer is just looking for the cheapest option. I want to find a market where they're essentially an enthusiast customer, someone who's enthusiastic about what they're buying, right? And whether it's a hobby or a problem we're solving, if we price more and we have incredible branding, we should do well. It's not even about reviews at that point. We're solving a customer's problem or solving their hobby, or making them enjoy their hobby more, amplifying it. So it's an enthusiast customer we're looking for, right? We're not looking to go in a market where we're selling the cheapest product and it's just absolutely a war to the price to the bottom. I've done those markets. Those are like just Chinese products you can buy. Cool, go do that. That's fun. But you'll eventually get price word all the way down to 2% in profit or zero. I'm looking for 40 to 50% profit margins. So way I teach that is by branding overall. So anyways, this is Helium 10. By the way, for Helium 10, I have a coupon code down below. For your first 6 months, you get 20% off. And then for the year long, you get 10% off. So super cool way to support the channel overall. Thought I'd mention that, but we're kind of in black box right now. We're right in black box right now, and we're looking for a search term. A market is essentially a search term on Amazon. When you type in on Amazon what you're looking for, that's essentially a search term that is essentially has so much search volume, or a certain amount of search volume that is gone through every single month. Our goal is to find not a super competitive 50, 100,000 search term, but like a market with a great amount of searches that the customer's willing to spend more, right? And where we can start a brand to match that enthusiasm that the customer has, right? Watch my previous videos too if you're really trying to learn that. By the way, I thought I would announce I have officially released my free Patreon. Link is down below. I'm going to be doing a 7-day find a product challenge. Absolutely free. Go to memberships and scroll all the way down and it'll just say join for free, and go ahead and join there. I'm going to be doing, like I said, a 7-day challenge to find a product, and absolutely free. You can see how I find a product and all my processes I would do to launch it. So thought I'd mention that. So monthly revenue, we're gonna go 15,000 a month because we want to at least profit 4 or 5K a month off of this. And if our margins are 40 to 50%, we at least want 15K in revenue. And then if we're looking at price, I love to look at anything over $20. I want to buy something for about $3 or $4, and be able to price it for, $25, $28 and have the sickest branding possible. Max price, I don't want to spend anything more than $8 on a unit cost. I want my risk to be very low on spending maybe $1,000 or $2,000 up front, because typical businesses are way more to invest in. But with Amazon, that's cool, is you can have very, very minimal investment for starting a business that can actually eventually go into retail and be bought for 7 or 8 figures. So it's very interesting to look and go into these markets that are $20 or $45, I've found, because the risk is very low and there's great margins you can have in that. You can get the product for a few dollars and then sell it for $30, and yeah, and then for reviews, this is really important, guys. Everybody is taught on YouTube, like, hey, you want low reviews, low competition, high demand. Those markets just get saturated over time. More and more listings go into it. Eventually, it's a price war to the bottom. I don't care about reviews at all. If anything, I want to find really old markets where the branding is absolutely horrible. Like, I mean, like markets that have been around since early 2000s when Amazon even came out, that have a customer that's willing to spend more. The branding, it literally looks like from the 1990s, just has a logo, and we can amplify like a really sick character, sick brand in it that will make the customer be an on, always click on ours. Because in the game, it's a presentation game on Amazon. We want to make the customer click. Reviews, we'll just do minimum of 1,000, honestly. And then categories, I want an enthusiast customer. Like I said, hey guys, sorry if my camera went away for a second, my fault. But going back to what we were saying, we want an enthusiast customer, right? Somebody who's willing to spend more. So we're going to go into hobbies, right? So like arts, crafts, and sewing is great because, people who are into arts, crafts, and sewing, those people are typically very passionate about what they do, right? They're very into it and they're willing to spend more. Okay, so how about sports and outdoors? A boxer, if he can get the edge on his opponent or has an advanced tool to get more shredded and have a faster punch, they're probably willing to spend more. Even golfers or anybody have a better swing, such. So patio, lawn, and gardening, gardeners love and care about their plants so much, and I'm pretty sure would be willing to spend more on that end too. So think about it that way. And then health and household, people very care a lot about their health, obviously. So we're going to go into that niche as well. We're going to click search here. And what's really cool is when I'm looking, and this is really important for you, when I'm looking into these markets, guys, I'm really just, when I'm reading these search terms, I'm thinking about who the customer is and not what the product is. A lot of people get trapped in the money and like, how much will this product make me? Like, obviously, if you have better branding, the best branding in the market, you could price higher, all that stuff. But think about who the customer is when you're looking at this, all right? Don't think about the product and how much money you're going to make selling it. Storing mouth guard. Okay. Wall mount bike rack. Nitrogen fertilizer. Let's see what that is. I just saw it. Maybe I lost it. So here's one that I found, just an idea, called tactical gloves. So this is for a very specific customer, right? Somebody who rides their bike. I believe it is for, so let's see, hold on. I can see it's for gloves for motorcycle gloves, riding. So that's a specific type of customer, like a niche of motorcyclists. What I see in this market is very low level branding, right? You just see gloves, very crappy gloves, like just horrible. Like it's just black, terrible color, like good color, I guess, but what I'd love to see on the gloves is like a character, right? Like a sick character, and it's like this edgy type brand that relates to people that are on bikes, right? And what people lack and what makes a successful entrepreneur is somebody who's willing to innovate. So I would make a very sick very cool glove that has your sick logo and character on it. And then my next steps in this market, guys, is this. Like what's cool is I'm seeing people do pretty well. So let's first look at the Helium 10 product research guide right here. So what this is cool is it's going to show us the revenue in each market, right? So I can see the revenue in this market and see that there's somebody making literally $300,000 in revenue each month off of this. Are you kidding me? If this doesn't tell you like you can't get at least 20,000 of this, I don't know what you're thinking. Like you can come in this market and do really well. And look at this. These people priced for $76. Obviously, it's probably like okay, that's a different. It's disposable gloves, but still, like what I love about this market is there's a $45 product making $129,000. Are you kidding me? That is double of what the average price is. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that you're able to get away with better branding and better quality of product. Why? Because the customer cares and they're an enthusiast customer, right? If you're willing to spend more, if they're willing to spend more and they're paying for it, then you definitely have an opportunity here. So that is a plus. Whenever I see a customer that prices more and does just as good as others, if not better, that is a great plus that I can come in with a sick brand. I really like this market so far. So the next step we're going to do, guys, is we're going to find what our market conversion rate is, as well as our cost per click we'll be spending on ads, right? For market conversion rate, the average conversion rate on Amazon is 10%. So at least I want to see above 5 or 6% for the whole entire market, because we got to account that a lot of our market has bad listings, terrible photography, all those things. So obviously the average might be a little bit low, but like my market I sell in has like a 6% conversion rate average for the market, but I do 11% and I sell 3 times higher than the average price in the market. So that doesn't tell you like you can overcome the odds of what the data shows you. So let's check out what the average conversion rate is in the market and I'll give you my opinion. So let's get right into that. This is Product Opportunity Explorer, guys. Here we're able to really look into markets and get a good grasp of like conversion rate in the market and have a really good data on the market. Helium 10 also has great data as well, so also very great. So we're going to click search terms right here, guys, right here down below, search terms. And then we're going to look at the average conversion rate. So this is a no for me already, right? When we look at search conversion of 0.5%, that means we would on average take 200 clicks to convert. And this is why it's so powerful to look into this data, guys, because if I saw this market and I was like, this is a great idea, and I launched it, I would end up losing money. I'd fail my product. It would be a failure and all that. So this is why data is so important, guys. So second step, what you want to do, like I said, go into Product Opportunity Explorer and essentially look at your search conversion rate. So already a no, we're going to go back to the drawing board essentially and do black box. And like I said, if you guys want to follow along with what I'm doing on here and how I product research, again, I have a coupon code down below that you could save money on and to support the channel as well for Helium 10. Very much worth it, like I said. So it's right down below is the code. Just thought I'd mention that if you guys just want to like follow along as well. But let's see what our options are. Energy gels for runners. I was a runner for over 10 years. Not over 10 years, sorry. 9 years I was a distance runner. I went Division 1 with it, actually. And I feel like this branding is always so old. Like, it's from 2010s, and there hasn't been, like, a newer brand to come in and do very well off of this. And what's cool about gels, guys, is you could always innovate. And it's an enthusiast customer too. Like a runner is willing to spend more if they can run more miles. And, it's definitely an enthusiast customer. It's a great hobby people have. And you could see, guys, there's a huge spread in revenue, which is amazing. I love this. Such a big spread in revenue. My next question, though, is what is our search conversion rate? Energy gels for runners. Let's search that up. Again, step 2, we got to find the conversion rate in the market. So running gels, that's perfect. Let's look at what our search conversion rate is. And it's not bad, 5.8%. That is actually pretty freaking good, guys. I love this because of the fact that we could create something better and probably have 8 to 10% conversion rate. So this is a plus on my end. Step 2 is a plus. We found an enthusiast customer. Our search conversion's great. This is all looking great, right? Now, our next step, guys, listen very closely, is we're going into Magnet Helium 10, right? And we are going to type in the search term running gel. And what's really important about this is when we run ads, obviously we want to have close to 10% conversion rate, but we want to make sure we're profiting at least like $14 to $17, and our profit margins are about 35 to 45%. Even 50% is incredible, but as just a baseline, let's just do that. 35 to 45%. So now, as we're loading, let's wait for this to load. Let's find out what our cost per click is. Running gel. So we'll just do that. We'll go search term, highest to lowest. And it looks like our search term and our cost per click is $2.46. So that's way too high for me. That means I'd be spending around $25 to get an order on ads, and I would be blowing my money away. So I look for anything over $1.20, and trust me guys, there's a lot of markets out there that are definitely like this, but there's also markets out there that are very little competition that I will show you in my Patreon how to find. But this is just the kind of step-by-step process I do. So step 3 failed, and we go right back to the drawing board into black box as well. So guys, I thought I'd show you those 3 steps. This video could go for hours, but again, I have a free Patreon on how to find a product, and I will do a 7-day challenge of finding a product, show you that it's possible, and all the necessary steps. So again, if you liked today's video, hopefully it helps you and giving you the raw organic truth. It's definitely very hard to find a product. I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard, but I have found over 20 opportunities in the last year that are really good opportunities. So like I said, if you like today's content, leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate you for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.